London.
Yeah?
I came up last night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
I went to a football match yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Brian asked me if I wanted to do yesterday and today. I said, no, I want to go football.
Who was playing yesterday? Is that the...
No, it's
not the one here?
Sheffield Wednesday, Notts Forest.
I know you're a fan. I'm gonna
I came in
ask
from
you about that.
Nottingham.
Oh, right, okay. Hi guys, welcome back to MyMBuzz. We are here with the lovely Thomas Craig.
Good afternoon.
So it's really nice to meet you. We've just been chatting about football, and so we may as well carry on. So obviously you're a fan of Sheffield Wednesday.
Yes, any
Yeah,
Sheffield
just
Wednesday
a little
fans in the house? No.
No.
Any Tranmere fans? No.
There'll be some online. And so you're just saying you went to a football match last night?
Yeah, I was at Nottingham Forest, Sheffield Wednesday yesterday afternoon, and then got the train up here from Nottingham.
Can I ask who won?
We won 3-0.
Hey! You're happy about that?
Very.
So I know that you started off a while ago, obviously, and your stage name is taken from a Sheffield Wednesday footballer. Is that right?
How do you know that? Yeah, you've done your yeah. Yeah, my real name's Craig Thompson, but when I joined the Actors Union Equity, I couldn't have my own name, so I turned it round and made it Thomas Craig. Mm-hmm. And there used to be a player in the 70s called Tommy Craig, played for Wednesday. And he had ginger hair as well, so there you go.
So it made sense.
Yeah.
And one of the things I was wondering, because you actually started off as a plumber, is that right? So
Yeah, I was a plumber for 6 years when I left school. Yeah. And then I went to drama school in London for 3 years.
So how did you make that shift then, going from plumbing to acting?
I met a girl in a pub.
Really?
Most actors get into acting because they meet girls, and you go to a drama lesson and you realise it's mainly women.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's the truth.
And then obviously you've started off and you were doing lots of shows here. I'm sure that everyone recognises you from The Bill or Coronation Street, Where the Heart Is.
Yeah, I did Where the Heart Is for 6 years. I was in the last season of Soldier. Mm-hmm. The first thing I did when I left drama school was a series back in late 80s called The Paradise Club, which was Leslie Grantham's big thing when he left EastEnders the first time. And then like I've been in everything, you know what I mean? But I've been doing Murdoch Mysteries for the last 9 years in Canada.
Yeah. Looking at all the roles that you've done, you've played a few cops in that time.
Yeah, you tend to get cops or villains, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's drama though. It's nearly all, you know, police. Oh yeah. I look younger in real life, don't I?
Well, I was wondering, having played so many cops, did you ever sort of chat to policemen about playing them and how to act
It's
that
funny,
part?
yesterday in Nottingham I got waylaid by some policemen who all watch Murdoch Mysteries. I had my picture took with a load of coppers yesterday, yeah.
Do they like you on the show?
Yeah, I'm like in charge. I'm like Toronto's police chief inspector, so yeah.
Well, one of the jokes is Inspector Brackenreid, who you play, ever going to be the chief constable?
Oh, yeah, he's angling for promotion every season, but he always gets passed up to...
Why is that, do you think?
Well, if I become chief constable, I won't be in the show very much. So I don't really want to get promoted anyway.
You prefer to walk a bit more, yeah. Well, the show is amazing, and it's set in Toronto around the turn of the 20th century.
Yeah.
What was it like to film that period-style drama?
I've not done a lot of period drama in England. I did a show called Cadfile years ago with Derek Jacobi playing a detective monk. That's the only period thing I'd ever done.
Yeah.
No, it's great to put the uniform on and have the hair all different and I don't like the facial hair because I have to grow a moustache.
Oh, you grow that?
Yeah, I end up looking like Keith Lemon after a while. You know what I mean?
And when you're playing the part, do you have to sort of change the way that you act so that you're more like 19th century, 20th century at all?
The actual, when you put the uniform on, it makes you walk different and everything. It makes you walk upright and you just adopt. It's great to dress up in that kind of gear. Yeah. It's like being in a Western sometimes. Yeah.
And you've been on the show, like you said, now you're in the 9th season now.
Yeah, we've done 9 seasons.
Yeah. So how have things changed over time, do you think, for you working on the show?
You just know your character inside out, you know what I mean? And they let me change lines and ad lib and stuff, and I'm always getting like English swear words in the script, and the Canadians find it funny. They don't think bollocks is swearing, you know what I mean?
Probably like, what is that? Yeah. And in one of the episodes in the new season, season 9, episode 2, you actually have William Shatner.
Yeah, we worked with Captain Kirk.
Yeah.
He came on and played. He played Mark Twain, the writer. And I don't know if people remember, Mark Twain's always got this white hair, and William Shatner wouldn't have the wig because he's already got a wig on. He wouldn't have a wig on a wig. So he just looked like Captain Kirk playing. He was a lovely fella, though. He was a really nice fella. Yeah.
Were you a Star Trek fan?
I'd seen all the original ones when I was younger, but I'm not a big fan of the Patrick Stewart stuff. But
No. And you've had the Canadian Prime Minister on as well, I believe.
yeah, we worked with Stephen Harper. Yeah. It's his daughter's favourite show, so he came and did a cameo for us. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that a bit odd having someone like him on the show?
Well, he's a world leader, and he was a big fan of Coronation Street. He knew all my work. Yeah, he was like, he says, "Oh, me and the wife were dead disappointed when you left Corrie." I'm like, yeah.
So I've heard that Corrie is actually really popular in Canada. So do you have like more fans coming up to you as fans of Murdoch Mystery or as fans of Coronation Street?
No, I get recognised for Corrie in
Really?
Canada. Yeah, it's massive in Canada, Coronation Street, and that's how I got the part in originally, because our producer's a big fan of Corrie. She's from Preston originally. Yeah.
All right. And so now you're in season 9. Can you tease a little bit about what's going to happen?
Murdoch and his wife, Julia, they can't have children, and they adopt a kid. Who's a really cute kid. Cutest kid I've ever seen on a TV set. Yeah. But I got the writers to write an episode all about Sheffield Wednesday winning the league in 1903, which was quite good fun.
And you listen. I believe in that episode you're listening to that being broadcast.
Yeah, we listened to a broadcast that Crabtree, this fella, invents the commentary on the teleprinter thing. Yeah.
And so obviously having a show set around that time, one of the great pulls about the show is that you've got all these inventions. Do you have like a favourite one from the show?
Murdoch invents everything. I think in season 1 he invented the truth machine. You know, like the lie detector. And we're like, why don't we just use it in every episode? You know what I mean? But it wouldn't make sense if we did.
Is that one of your favourites?
Yeah, the lie detector. Yeah. And he invented the body armour. He's invented everything. Chewing gum.
And so we're going to go out to the fans in a moment. So if you have any questions, just get ready, stick your hands
Has
up.
anybody here seen Murdoch Mysteries? Oh, right, yeah.
Any Corrie fans out there as well? Probably one.
What fans?
One Corrie fan.
One Coronation Street fan. Oh, this is the land of Brookside and Hollyoaks, isn't it? Oh, yeah, it's on every afternoon, isn't it? Yeah.
So, since we're at Comic-Con, I was wondering, is this your first convention like this?
No, I did one about 4 years ago for Brian in London at the Excelsior. Excel, yeah, about 2010.
And what do you think, sort of looking around with all the fans here, you know, that kind of experience for you?
Yeah, it's just amazing how everybody gets dressed up. I do think some people of a certain age shouldn't dress up, but...
Well, not say specifics on that one. And do you, I mean, because I know that Paul Amos is here today and he has been in Murdoch Mystery, so do you go around and chat to others? Have you had a chance to catch up at all?
Yeah, I'm a mate of Paul's because he did the first 5 seasons of Murdoch. He would come in once or twice. He did about 8 episodes over the 5 seasons. He was like a psychiatrist. Yeah. But he's doing really well, Paul. Assassin's Creed and all that, you know. Yeah.
So good catching up when you come to these kind of things?
I've never seen him in England before, you know.
Oh, really?
It's weird to see somebody out of context.
And is there anything that you're nerdy about at all?
Not really, just Sheffield Wednesday.
Football nerds, awesome. Okay, so any questions from the crowd at all? Anyone got anything? Everyone's all quiet today, and no one wants to put their hands up first. Nothing's going to happen to you. You're only going to ask a question.
Pardon?
Murdoch Mysteries.
Well, it takes 6 months of the year. So last year we filmed for 7 months because we did a Christmas special. We did 20 episodes. So I only got back mid-December, and as an actor, you never work December, January anyway, and I kind of know I'm going back to Canada in May, so it's a bit awkward, you know. No, I live in London. Do you want my address? Do you want my number?
But what's it like when you're out there living in Canada, you know, I mean, it's obviously quite different to here, but is there things particularly that you like about it, things that you particularly miss?
Does anybody know Toronto? Has anybody been? No? Toronto's a great city. It's a bit like a mini New York. and I go in the summer and it's really hot. It's a really lovely place, you know, and it's, you know, I'm on a TV show and I get treated like a bit of a star, and it's brilliant, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's good.
Is there anything you miss when you're out there from England?
Only me kids. Yeah, and I'm there generally when the football season's not on, so, you know.
So it's all
yeah,
right.
it's all right. I did miss cricket, but I've got into baseball. I'm a big Jays fan now.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
yeah.
That's the Toronto Blue Jays.
Toronto Blue Jays, yeah.
How did you get into that?
It's on every day. They play every day. They play 162 games, so you can't avoid it.
wow.
Yeah, yeah.
So you have to be a baseball
Yeah,
fan, basically. And when you're on set, is there anything that you guys do, particularly when you're in your off-screen time?
We don't really socialise. We work together that much. We're on set 12 hours a day that we don't really see one another away from work. We'd drive one another mad if we did.
One thing I was wondering about the show is I really like the Murdoch-Ogden relationship. What do you think about that? Were you sort of a fan of that toing and froing?
No, I like the fact that will they, won't they, will they, won't they. But and they eventually got married in episode 100, which I thought.
Were you like, finally?
Yeah, finally, yeah.
And since we're at Comic, there's another question there. Okay, so we'll just take this one as well.
So we were just wondering, you did some web episodes that were set in the modern day. Are there going to be any more of them? So the ones on the internet that were set in the modern day?
Yeah, we did a web episode that was set in modern day Toronto. That was like, I think, 6-10 minute episodes. I'd like to do more of that, but you know, it's a Victorian period drama really, so I think I was just a one-off.
You actually did an episode that was filmed in Bristol, is that right?
Yeah, they've been all over. They've filmed in Newfoundland, in the Yukon, Bristol. I never get to go on. It's just Murdoch generally. You know, yeah.
Would you like to do that? Come back and film here in Murdoch Mysteries?
I'd like to film in London.
Yeah.
Where I live, yeah.
One of the things I was going to say is we're at the Comic-Con is a lot of people are mentioning how the show is really representative of the steampunk genre, with basically having inventions that are kind of turn of the century, but part of that.
I'd never heard of steampunk before I was in the show. I didn't realise there was a movement of steampunkers. Yeah, but it's good though.
And do you get steampunk fans coming up to you talking about that aspect of the show?
Yeah. We do a fan day in Toronto, and we get like. Last year, I think we had like 1,000 people through the studio in 2 days.
Wow.
Yeah, and they came from all over America and everywhere.
And what do fans ask you about mainly?
How much I drink. I drink a lot in the show. Is it real? Is the whiskey real?
Is it real?
No.
Would you like it to be real?
Sometimes.
All right, well, we've just got time for a couple of quick questions. So we mentioned the cosplaying here at the Comic-Con. So if you were going to dress up as any character, what would you dress up as?
I think when I was a kid, I always remember reading the Spider-Man comics, and the Green Goblin was quite scary, so I think the Green Goblin.
Yeah, that would be a good one for you. And also, there's a big movie coming out, Batman versus Superman. So which side are you on?
Batman.
Straight away, yeah. Few Batman fans, they're Team Batman as well.
Nobody got any more questions? I didn't think Scousers were shy, do you know what I mean?
Well, we have no more time, I'm afraid. So thank you so much for being here. Thomas Craig, everybody.
Thank you.
And just remember that we have, straight up next, we've got Danny John Jules and Robert Llewellyn from Red Dwarf. So stay tuned.